An Epiphany celebration for Venezuelans who can't go home. This tradition is meant to reconnect these children with their homeland, a place which most of them may not even remember. They are some of the estimated 40,000 Venezuelan migrants and asylum seekers that have tried to make a life in neighboring Trinidad and Tobago, located just 11 kilometers from home.
Lo siento por la situación en tu país.
But the undertone of this year's celebration is last week's U.S. attack on Venezuela and extraction of its president, Nicolás Maduro. Events in Caracas have shocked this community, but also given them a sliver of hope of a return, something many haven't had for years.
Go back to Venezuela, for me, is a dream because I want to go home to rebuild my country.
Life for Venezuelan migrants in Trinidad and Tobago is precarious at best. This Caribbean island of 1.4 million residents lacks the legal framework to assimilate migrants. And many Venezuelans we spoke to here say they are also victims of racism and xenophobia. Things have only worsened over the last year as the Trump administration cut funds to organizations supporting migrants and asylum seekers. The UN Refugee Office in Trinidad and Tobago closed last year. In recent years, Venezuelan migrants and asylum seekers here were granted a permit that allows them to seek more formal employment or even set up food stalls like this one in the street without the fear of being deported. But they still lack access to all basic services, meaning they can't legally drive, own property, or, crucially, send their children to public schools. It's all made it nearly impossible for Venezuelans to fully integrate into this society. But over the last few days, what was initially a wave of excitement about the possibility of returning home has turned into uncertainty. Grevik Alvarado is a political refugee who has lived in Trinidad and Tobago with his family for 8 years. He celebrated Maduro's removal from power, but says he is confused by what's happened since.
It's neither one thing or the other which has left a knot in our throat. We want to scream, we're free, let's go home. But we can't do it. Should we celebrate or not? As the hours have passed, we have more questions than answers.
A community in limbo. For now, they're staying put, watching closely what's happening at home and wishing to make the short trip back before too long. Julia Galiano, Al Jazeera, Chaguanas, Trinidad and Tobago.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.